morning, Kimberly Panthers. This is Mr. Sally welcoming you to another exciting week of distance teaching and learning at Kimberly Elementary School, where we strive to build hope in action, belief in action, success in action. Boys and girls, I'm so excited to see you today. I'm sorry that I missed our announcements last week. Happy New Year, Happy New Year, Happy New Year. While virtual classes will start at 8:30 a.m. promptly each and every day, your teachers will be online from 8 a.m. to 8:30 a.m. to answer questions from you or your parents. Do want to remind all of our boys and girls about some expectations for a successful virtual learning experience. Please be sure to commit to doing your very best each and every day. Go to the bathroom before class begins. Get fully dressed before coming to class. Be prepared with all materials for learning, i.e., your notebook, pens, paper, whiteboards, charged computers, and make sure that you're ready to sign in 10 to 15 minutes before class begins, just in case you have any issues with technology. Be reminded that these policies that we have in place for a successful learning experience are not just Kimberly policies, but they're policies that are backed up by APS policy, which can be found in our student handbook online. Looking at our weather for the week of January the 11th through the 15th, it looks like we're going to start out with some clouds and rain on Monday and Tuesday, and then the sun will shine the rest of the week with highs in the 50s with lots of sun on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So Monday and Tuesday, get those umbrellas if you go outside, but Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, you should be fine. Our IB learner profile for the month of January is risk taker. It says that we approach uncertainty with forethought and determination. We work independently and cooperatively to explore new ideas and innovative strategies. We are resourceful and resilient in the face of challenges and change. In other words, as a risk taker, we are not afraid to take that extra step. We are not afraid to try something new. Talk to your teachers today about more ways that you feel like you can either be a risk taker, you've been a risk taker, or that you'd like to be a risk taker. I want to say happy birthday to the following Panthers. We have a lot of Panthers to celebrate because I want to say happy birthday to every Panther who has a birthday in the month of January, all the way up until the 18th. So DeMillie celebrates their birthday on the 2nd, Kendra and Destiny on the 3rd, Asamu and Jalea on the 6th, Bryce and Cinnaboo on the 7th, Nevaeh, Emily, and Eric all celebrating on the 8th, Deanna, Sabrina celebrating on the 9th, Kakassia and Taylor on the 14th, Zermiah and Lanaya on the 15th, Caitlin on the 16th, Jalen on the 17th, Demetrius and Jaden on the 18th. Happy birthday to you all. And to some staff members who celebrated birthday, Mrs. Reese, our assistant principal, celebrated her birthday on the 5th of January, and Dr. Gates is celebrating her birthday on the 15th. Happy birthday, Kimberly Panthers. And now for a few announcements. Do want to remind all of our boys and girls that we begin coming back to school face to face on January 25th for all of our pre-K through second grade students and our special ed low incidence students in our self-contained autism and EBD classes if your parent signs you up for face to face. Be reminded that the sign up for face to face or virtual has already passed. Your parents had to have signed you up by December 21st. I'm sure your teachers will start reaching out to you to remind you of your selection over the next week. But hopefully, boys and girls, I know we're going to have about 134 students who are returning to us face to face. We look forward to seeing you and all of your smiling faces and our air hugs, because of course, we will not be able to hug you in person on when we're face to face because of COVID, but we look forward to seeing you and having you engage in some meaningful learning experiences in a face to face model. And our students that will be virtual, we continue to celebrate you as we will continue working with you in a virtual model. Now, some boys and girls may end up having a different teacher, but we'll give that information to you before the 25th. On February the 1st, our students in grades 3 through 5 will begin their in-person option if their parents sign them up for in-person. Otherwise, we will continue with virtual. Now, just one thing to remember is starting on January 25th, we go back to our traditional school hours. So our students that are face-to-face and our students that are virtual, classes will begin at 8 a.m. starting on January 25th. So if I were you, even though classes don't start that early now, I would start setting my alarm clock so that way I can get up and be ready for learning at 8 o'clock in the morning. And our students that are going to be face to face, remember, you need to start getting dropped off at 7:30 a.m. if you're going to be getting a car rider, or if you're going to catch the bus, then of course the bus will get you here on time. Also, boys and girls, remind your parents to text Fluency to 900 900, open that link and download the free Kinza app, then finish signing up with our school in the Kinza app, check their email, and order their free thermometer. It'll come to the school, and then we'll pass them out to you while you're here at school. Or if you're a virtual student, your parent can come and pick them up, and you can use that to help take your temperature each and every day, because we want to make sure that before you come to school, once we start coming back to school on January 25th, that you are healthy and that you do not have a fever or any of the other symptoms that go along with COVID. And we'll talk more about that next week. Those boys and girls whose parents have participated and taken advantage of the free meals, there have been some changes. So starting this week, actually, on Wednesday, they're now giving out 7-day meal kits. That's 7 breakfasts and 7 lunch meals will occur each Wednesday at the curbside pickup locations listed below from 2 o'clock until 5:30 p.m. and from designated bus routes from 2 o'clock until 4:30 p.m. So looking at this list here, when I think about the Thero cluster, we have lunches being given out or can be picked up at either Bunch Middle School, or if you parents live closer over there by Young Middle School, they can go to Young Middle School. But those are the schools there. You got Carver, Frederick Douglass, John Hope, Maynard Jackson, Young, Bolton, Garden Hill, South Atlanta, Bunch, and Booker T. Washington. But our pickup would be Bunch Middle School. And again, that every Wednesday from 2 until 5:30, 7-day meal kits. So I know you've heard about this Asynchronous Wednesday, and things have changed a little bit, are going to change a little bit starting next week. So starting next week, when Asynchronous Wednesday begin, you'll be working on independent work assignments and also being able to participate with your teachers during their scheduled office hours. Mainly, you'll be working on interventions, testing, makeup work, some small group work, but our building will be closed for deep cleaning. So that means there'll be no teachers at the school. We won't be taking attendance on those Asynchronous Wednesdays because it is an independent work day, but your teacher will be giving you assignments that will count for a grade, and your teacher will have office hours for you to be able to get some assistance from them as needed. And sometimes they may schedule you for specific times to come and get some support from them. But that starts this coming Wednesday, January the 13th. I mentioned the Race to Read competition, and when we last looked at this, we had 155 minutes. So far, we got 204 minutes. That means not enough students are reading, boys and girls. I need you reading. And I know you're probably saying, but Mr. Sally, I am reading. I just don't know where I'm supposed to go to log this stuff in. Well, you got to go to www.beanstack.com/race to read. Your teacher should be able to help you with that. And you want to go in there, you want to register yourself, and you want to log your books every time you're reading, because look at those lists of the top 5 schools. There's one school, Peyton Forest, which we really got to beat. They have 145,313 minutes, and we're only at 204, and we only have 203 days to go. So that means we got to get reading. Want to say congratulations to the following students who won in the L.O.K spelling bee and will be going off to to compete at the district level. Azucena and Kennedy. Azucena came in first place. Kennedy came in second place. Want to give honorable mention to Ariana, Kamari, DeAndrea, Marcus, Jemiah, Makila, and Brandy. Congratulations again to all of our boys and girls who participated in our spelling bee. But a big round of applause goes to Azucena, who's first place, and Kennedy Little, second place, our runner-up. Want to also say congratulations to the following students who participated in our science fair, and the winners of our science fair. In third place, we had Paris Clark. Second place, Ursuline Arnold. And in first place, Ariana. Congratulations again. And honorable mention goes to Giselle Walker. And now for a few words of wisdom. Welcome back and Happy New Year. This is the traditional time of year for setting goals. It's called making a New Year's resolution. When we make resolutions, we set goals for the coming year. Goals give our lives direction. They help us figure out where we're going and how we will get there. When we write down our goals, we're making a roadmap into the future. Today, take the time to write down your goals for this semester. When you're writing down your goals, remember these words: climb high, climb far, your goal the sky, your aim the stars. Then put the list of your goals in a safe place. When you start to get sidetracked or lost, you can pull them out and remember where it is that you want to go and how you want to get there. With something to think about, this is Mr. Sally. Make it a great day or not, the choice is yours. And now for a COVID update.
Smile and learn.
Hello, friends. How are you doing? I'm sure you've heard about the coronavirus. Do you know what it is? Sure you do. Everyone is talking about it. I've looked up information about what we know so far to explain it to you, although there are still many doubts to be solved. COVID-19 is a disease caused by a virus, which belongs to the family of coronavirus. This virus is the one that caused a pandemic in 2020. A pandemic is a new disease that spreads all over the world and affects many people. So far, we have observed that this virus can spread very easily via vectors like objects we have touched, through sneezing or coughing. This can cause many people to get sick during the process of transmission. That's why the disease has spread worldwide. As you know, the important thing now is to look after ourselves and others. That's why many measures have been taken. To avoid the spreading of the virus, it is advisable to follow some hygiene standards. Wash your hands very often or use hydroalcoholic gel. Did you know that this way the material that envelops the virus is broken? If this material is broken, the virus can't infect the cells. Be careful with the objects you touch, and avoid touching your face. Keep a safe distance from others to protect yourself and them. If you use a mask, be careful not to touch it once you've put it on. The mask should cover your mouth and nose. Cough or sneeze into your elbow. Research is very important to be able to solve all our doubts. Moreover, we should thank all those people who are working and helping so that we can get back to normal. Would you like to be a superhero? Follow all prevention measures to protect yourself.
If you're not feeling well, let your parents or teachers know. You may have to stay at home to feel better and protect others. If you have doubts or feel nervous, talk to your family or teachers. They can surely help you.
All righty, this concludes the weekly announcements. Be sure to be actively engaged in our live session starting at 8:30 a.m. daily. We are Panthers who roar, respect others, own responsibility, always safe and ready at all times. Follow us on social media. Connect with us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, our YouTube channel, or our website for more information. Remember to sign up for Remind for your grade level groups. That way we can send out information that is specific to your grade level. Have your parents text the code 81010 to